Today's video is dedicated to a story that I had many years ago, which really resonated with me. I wanted to draw it out today, comment on what I took from the story, and I'm really interested to see your comments on what you took from this story as well. So the story is called The Elephant and the String, or The Elephant and the Rope. So one day, a man passed a group of large elephants. He suddenly stopped, confused by the fact that these huge creatures were being held by only a small rope tied to their front leg. No chains, no cages. It was obvious that the elephants could at any time break away from their bonds, but for some reason they didn't. He saw a trainer nearby and he asked why these elephants just stood there, making no attempt to get away. Well, the trainer said, when they're very young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them, and at that age, despite how much they try, they can't get away from that rope. So as they grow up, they're conditioned to believe that they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, despite the fact that they're much bigger, and so they never try to break free, they give up. Now there are lots of lessons that you can take from the story. One option is that we shouldn't allow earlier failures to determine our future choices or future actions. So if something didn't work out in the past, we shouldn't allow ourselves to stop trying. Another lesson that I took from this is that we're all baby elephants, and growing up, we might have been tied to some limiting beliefs. Perhaps those beliefs came from our caregivers or from our peers, but we were discouraged from trying new things. Perhaps we were told we were stupid or incapable of doing something that we wanted to do. So rather than trying to escape those beliefs, we believe them, we buy into them. We're convinced that we're worthless, that we're no good. And so even though we grow older, we learn new things, we acquire new skills, we gain new knowledge, we still feel like a baby elephant tied to those negative beliefs, convinced that we can't do what we want to do. And like the elephant, I wonder how many of us go through life hanging on to a belief that we can't do something simply because we failed at doing something once before, or because we carry those negative, limited beliefs inside of our head each day, every day. So we almost carry that rope with us. We're tied down. We never are able to escape it. So I suppose when I read that story, I asked myself the following questions, and I hope these questions help you too. I suppose I wanted to identify what are my beliefs, or what are our beliefs that keep us feeling like we can't do the things we want to do. And then how accurate are they? If they're based on past experiences, does that necessarily guarantee future failure, or are there simply lessons I need to learn? Do those beliefs help us, or do they hinder us? And what are those beliefs stopping us from trying or achieving in life?